Are you looking at this hair and wondering what the hell happened to this hair? Well, I promise you, I was also wondering the same when I got this hair. This hair is a human hair blend that was mistakenly put inside the washing machine, and I was brought to bring this old hair back to life. I'm going to take you guys through the process of how I performed a magic trick on this hair and made this hair whole again. So if you know this is something you're going to be interested in watching, then let's go!
And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken.
The stage of a hair revamp process is called the detangling process. This is one part of the process that a lot of people attempt to ignore, and I promise you this is like the most important part of a hair revamping process. This particular hair was very tangled, and if I had washed the hair the exact same way it was going to lose a lot of hairs. It will shed, and then the hair wouldn't have basically come back to life. I had to take my time. I fastened these clips by spends over an hour. I promise you, detangling these hairs. I used that iron comb because a hair like this could break a rubber plastic comb, so I had to use that iron comb. I was shortly between the iron comb and the plastic comb. Basically, I was just shortly where I needed to use the plastic comb. I was using when I was in the iron comb. I was using and see the hair I lost quite a lot of hair from it. But honestly, it's inevitable to lose hair considering how tangled the hair was. Guys, I won't lie, I have not done the revamp of a hair this tangled before, so I didn't even know what to expect. So I opted to use very hot water. Normally I could use warm water for normal human hairs, but since this was a human hair blend that was very tangled, I used scorchingly hot water, and then I switched out my normal Tresemme shampoo for a Tresemme moisturizing shampoo, just because I needed to get as many moisture as I could into this hair. For this particular hair, it was honestly very dirty. The washing machine really did not do a good job, but I had to wash this hair off camera. I just came back here to show you guys the conditioners I was using for this hair. Normally I could use as much as 4 or 5 conditioners if I'm doing a normal revamp, but looking at how bad this hair was, I knew that I did not have the luxury of mixing a lot of conditioners on this hair, because number one, it will not do jack shit to the hair except I'm able to detangle it. So I just chose the 2 main conditioners that I know is very good for detangling, and I used that directly on the hair. Normally the whole thing of mixing it in a bowl, I did not do that. I was just packing the conditioners on this hair, and I promise you I used a whole lot of conditioners. And you would think that after the whole detangling of over an hour I did initially, I won't still detangle. Boy, oh boy, you lie. You will still detangle this hair. In fact, you will continue to detangle to the very end.
We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's.
The next stage has to be the steaming process. This is the process that people usually use different alternatives. Some could use microwave, some could use a gas, but honestly I find this as a cheaper option for me, because then I do not get to spend so much money on gas and stuff, and this was available to me. This steaming cap retails for 3,000 naira, and that's quite cheap. So what I usually do is I just plug it in, and I leave it in for about, let's say, an hour plus. The steaming cap is not that effective, so the more effective yours is, the longer it could stay, the shorter it will stay. Honestly, the owner of this hair didn't specify the curl pattern I was going to use, but I opted for flexi rods. Hear me out. This person obviously is one that cannot maintain hair, so using snap rollers for this hair. Curls of snap rollers don't retain much, like they are prone to easily dropping faster than flexi rods. At least what I've come to realize with my experience, and I knew that this person could not maintain the curls from a snap roller, so I just opted for this flexi rod. what did I say about the detangling process? You are going to detangle till the very end. After the hair had dried and I was curling the hair, if you guys can see, I was still using water to detangle the hair because it will still continue to get tangled. That is just honestly the truth about all this hair. So you have to be ready to put in the work to detangle the hair. In the process of curling the hair, I was just doing the exact same thing a normal curl pattern would be, but here I was twisting the curl pattern because that's exactly what I was going for. Twisting, just basically the normal flexi rod curl pattern. This is really not me teaching you guys how to curl your hair, but I have a tutorial on that somewhere on my page. I feel like I'll link it down here, but basically this was me coiling the hair.
Purpose, but do I grab a slippery surface, a heart attack? And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that...
Guys, I won't even lie, this is one of the most challenging hairs I've ever got to do. This hair tried me both mentally, physically. I was exhausted from doing this hair. On a normal day, I would have outrightly rejected doing this hair, but it was more or less like I did not have a choice but to do this hair. So I just took it up as a challenge, and low-key, I'm actually happy I did this hair. Now, I really want to talk to you guys about human hairs. I feel like there has been so much of a hype concerning human hairs, especially in Nigeria, my country. Like, everyone is just going for human hair, and it's more or less like people that are using human hair blends, they are more or less castigated. I want to tell you guys that really human hair is just basically for the longevity. It's the fact that in the next how many years, if truly you invest in a quality human hair, in the next how many years, it's still going to be giving what it's supposed to give. Like, it's still going to look good as long as you're able to take care of the hair comfortably. That's the only difference between a human hair blend and a full human hair. A human hair blend doesn't really have that longevity of what human hair has. So really, if you're going for the longevity of the hair, please just invest in a good human hair to thank you years down the line. But if you know you're really just going for a one-off look and basically you're just going for like a different look, then you always invest in a human hair blend. No one is going to come after you for investing in a human hair blend. Now, with all that being said, I had come to the front of the hair. Basically, I just did the exact same thing of using the flexi rod to wrap around, using the hair to wrap around the flexi rod, and I curled the entire hair. I left this hair out to dry for it was curled for, let's just say, about 4 days each, depending on the weather, and this was now time for me to unravel the curls.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe.
Guys, I don't know about you people, but for me, the most fulfilling part of a revamp process has to be the unraveling of the curls. Like, I've literally stressed myself for the past how many days on this particular hair, and seeing the finished process is always, this finished product is always the highlight of the entire revamp process. Like, when I was unraveling these curls, it just made me realize that truly there's really no hair that is gone. As long as it's like a human hair blend still can be brought back to life, but then it all depends on, number one, how well the hair is being taken care of, number two, how bad the hair is, and number three, what percentage of human hair is in the hair. Like, this hair was like a high blend, I would say. So it was really, even if it was a very difficult thing and it took a lot of time, but at least it was doable compared to basically other hairs that are very low grade hairs.